Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, I am Rosalind, and I just like to talk about whatever is going on on my mind, what's going on in life. Thank you for stopping by. So, I am officially unemployed. Like, official. I've been on furlough for a few months now, and I really thought that I was gonna go back to work. So I just found out like a couple weeks ago. Um, so now I'm kind of like, okay, what to do now? Well, what I've been doing lately, kind of just filling my time, random things. When I thought that I was going back to work, I was getting a whole lot of things done, like things that were needed. I didn't really have a routine. I know that this past month I've been working really hard to create a routine, and I've been unsuccessful. But it wasn't until I got the official notice that I wouldn't be returning to work that I was like, okay. I went into kind of like a maybe slight depression, I'm gonna admit. I've been working since I was like 15, you know, and I'm 38 now, and I've always consistently been working. Well, I started working when I was 15, then stopped for like a year, I think. And then when I was 17, I started working, and at 17 till now, I've always worked. I did take off like a year or so when I had my son, when he started kindergarten, but that's the only time that I've ever not worked. So I'm really used to having a schedule and getting up and having to be somewhere. And now that I don't have that anymore, and knowing that I'm not going to have that for a while, I was like, oh my God, like, what am I going to do with myself? And I know there's plenty of us that are going through the same thing. You know, like the second wave of CV, there's not much hope for small businesses. Tons of people are going to be laid off. And again, astrology, I kind of knew that this was happening. One of the astrologers I follow said he predicted that, you know, this wave was going to come back, and that we shouldn't think everything was going to go back to normal. So I kind of knew, I knew, but it's astrology, so it's like never 100%. But in the back of my mind, I knew, like, things are not going to go back to how they were. And with work, it was kind of like I wasn't really sure if I was going to go back or not. I was kind of like, if I do, great. If I don't, then I don't. I just made sure that I was in a position to where I would be okay if I didn't go back to work. And thankfully that I am. I don't have to rush back into anything, just to, to pay the bills. But things are gonna get crazy, really crazy. And I'm really just praying for everybody out there that, everybody gets through this okay. So I have a kind of a routine now, like a Monday through Friday, right? Like what I do in the morning when I work out, what my daily to-do things are. So these past couple weeks, I think I've been doing much better on sticking to the routine, and I think I finally kind of got my mojo back, right, from my slight depression that I was in. And I think I'm feeling much better now. So yeah, the whole CV thing. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, there's two sides. Well, people who don't want to wear a mask, people who are all for wearing a mask. Me, I'm kind of like, I'll do what I have to do. Like if I go to the store, like I went to the store yesterday, and I was wearing a mask grocery shopping, and I wear glasses. My glasses kept fogging up, and I was like, oh my God, like I'm having the hardest time shopping, along with having a hard time breathing at the same time. But we're required to wear them, so I'm gonna wear them because that's the rule. And I don't understand like some of the people that get all crazy about it. I know you guys are frustrated, but you don't own the store, so you have to follow their rules. You go into anybody's home, you have to follow their rules. Fighting it is only hurting yourself. That's all it's doing. But yeah, the whole CV thing, it. And you know what? I knew this was going to happen because you don't have a vaccine, but you're going to open things back up because you can't shut us down for months and months at a time, okay? And you can't keep giving away money. But then again, you open too soon and no vaccine, and it spikes up again. It's just basic common sense. That's all it is. So and if you do follow astrology, I do, and I know that there are other forces at work here. It's not even just the government. There's other things going on, and I was just telling my son the other day, like, the dark, the people who are actually controlling this, God, they're doing such a great job because they got so many people just sucked into all their BS. Like, they're doing a great job. But I believe people who are light workers, starseeds, the ones that, believe that we are sovereign beings and that we control our own lives, we are the ones that are going to help other people get through this time. Because fear is like what makes you sick. It's any disease out there. If you are so scared of it, more likely you're jacking up your immune system and you're going to catch whatever it is that's out there because you're so in fear. So my advice is not to be. What people aren't talking about is how to prevent it, right? Okay, wash your hands, blah, blah, same thing, right? But we're talking, people worried about money, okay, and all the political stuff going on right now. But what you should really be doing is working on your own mental, emotional, and physical health. Okay, I follow Dr. Berg. He has like a video series on how to kind of bulletproof your immune system. And I've always been a pretty healthy person, and I have a really good balanced diet. Not saying that I don't eat bad things, because I do sometimes, of course, but I keep a good balance. And I believe more than anything, if you're worried about this whole CV thing, like, stop watching the news because this is freaking you out. Just focus on yourself, taking care of yourself. Make sure you're eating correctly, you're exercising, you're watching movies that make you laugh, your environment is conducive to living the life that you want. Those things are what's going to get you through this time. The people you talk to, surround yourself with, how you feel, what you're spending your days on. You're watching in the news all the time. That's not going to make you feel good. And in return, that's just going to weaken you. So focus on things that make you happy. Okay, and if you are going through financial hardships, there are alternatives. I mean, yeah, you may have to move in with somebody. You may have to apply for aid. Like, I'm going to lose insurance, right? Health insurance. So I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to get health insurance. There are other alternatives, and we're going to have to do things that we might not want to do. But that's just life. That's just life. And we have to learn from this learn from what's going on right now. So in the future, you just never know. Like the emergency savings fund thing. I was watching a video, and the guy was like, he was saying like, he doesn't really believe in emergency funds. He kind of believes in the universe and abundance, and he spends what he has and puts it back into his business, and he's, successful and doing well for himself. The universe is abundant. I believe that it is. Okay, but it's hard if you are the sole provider. if you are a parent and you have kids to look after, you have elderly parents, you're not solely just worried about yourself. You have a whole family to take care of. Okay, so the universe is abundant, but for those of us who have families, we have to remember that things happen. Like, there's no guarantee ever. So I believe it's so important to have emergency fund. Like, times like these, the perfect example. So yeah, we're just gonna have to do what we have to do to get through this, and just if your mindset is right, like, things are gonna be okay. You're gonna get through it. And I've gone through plenty of hardships, gone through plenty of difficult things in my life. Okay, been down on the floor, and I've been able to make it out every time. And it all comes down to your mindset. So yeah, I do have notes, because if I didn't have notes, my mind would be everywhere and I'd be talking about anything and everything. So what now? Now that I am no longer employed. Okay, I was at this job for like over 10 years. Okay, so I worked for them for a long time. And now I'm having to think about what I really want. I'm having to re-identify myself. Because those of us who have always worked, we identify ourselves to our job title, to what we do for a living. And when you no longer have it, it's like, who are you? Who are you without your job, your title? Who are you without money, without your car, all the material things? Who are we? So I've been having to think about that. Like, I used to always complain about my job getting in the way of my personal projects. Okay, I would say if I had more time, I would blog more, write more, I'd have a book out. If I had more time, I'd be able to focus on learning tech and doing videos, and I'd be so much more active. I would have so much time to just do all the things that my soul wants to do. And I used to blame it on work. I can go back to like blog posts from 2012, okay? And same thing, I would be like, ugh. And one day I wish that I wasn't working for anyone. I wish I could do my own thing, and and it's the same, it's the same underlining issue that I've been having. Like, I'm blaming external forces for why I'm not doing what I want to do, and I'm just making excuses. So now I know, with these past few months that I've been off, like, instead of really like kicking ass and doing the things that I've been wanting to do, I've been not putting in 110% of myself. And that could be because maybe I thought I was going to go back to work. Maybe that's why, I don't know. But the truth is going to happen now that I am not going back to work and I have plenty of time. What am I going to do with my time? Okay, so if you guys are like me and you have passion projects and you have things that you want to do, but you weren't able to do it because you worked 8 hours, 10 hours a day, and you just didn't have the time. When you get home, you're tired. Now you have the time. So what are you gonna do with the time? And I know it's hard when you don't have a schedule and someone telling you what to do. You don't have to clock in and out. No one's paying you. Like, no one's paying me to do these videos. No one's paying me to write an article. I do freelance writing, so that's something that I've always done, like a side project where you get paid and you write articles for people. But a majority of the things that I enjoy doing, like, I don't get paid for them, but I do hope one day that I will be. So what am I going to do now? Am I going to just procrastinate and not do what I should be doing, or am I going to actually put 110% of myself into who I am, who I want to become? So I think about all the things that I want to do, and I think about what my mission is in life, and I'm trying to just put it together, kind of, you know. I You name it. I'm writing down a list. I'm meditating so much more, just trying to like have some answers come to me, trying to figure out what direction to go, where should I focus on. So right now is a time for me to kind of just get my thoughts in order, and to just kind of write everything down and figure out what I really want to focus on, because I enjoy a lot of different things, but that's been my problem, is I focus on too many things at one time and I don't ever really finish anything. So my advice is to hone in, what do you really want to do? And I find myself bouncing back and forth because I really love astrology and I love studying things about, esoteric, metaphysical type of things. That fascinates me. And I love self-development. But learning astrology and getting into like a holistic healing, which I am working on as well, all that takes time, and there's so much to learn. Okay, so I think about how much money can come in, how quickly can it come in doing those type of things, because you have to know your shit. So that becomes overwhelming for me. Then I think, okay, well, I really like finance. Okay, I really like the stock market. I like talking and reading, keeping up on financial markets, and I like to talk about money because money definitely can't buy happiness, but if you're good with your money, you will be able to do things that people who don't have money can't, right? Money is not evil, because it's who you are, right? Let's say if you're someone who doesn't have a lot of money, right? And you won't donate, right? You don't have a lot of money, so I can't donate because I don't have a lot of money, because I'm struggling myself, right? So you don't give. You say, oh, when I have a lot of money, I'll give. I don't know about that, because I'm someone who has struggled financially through my life, and I still gave. So let's say I come into millions of dollars. What would I do with millions of dollars? Besides take care of myself and my family and give us things that we want out of life, because the point of being alive is to enjoy our lives. But I have all this excess money. What would I do with it? If I gave when I didn't have a lot, I give now, right? Me being laid off, I'm still donating to the regular organizations that I donate to every month. So if I had more money, I could do so much more good with it. So anyways, so now I'm thinking about doing like a financial blog, or a channel or something, right? And focus on that, because that seems to be what people really care about, right? Like, how do people click on an astrology video versus how to save $300 a month, right? Like, so yeah, that's what I am kind of going back and forth on. But deep down I know, though, like, I need to be following my mission. Okay, my mission is why I'm here, and I'm here to serve the highest good. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to spread awareness. I'm here to spread light. I'm here to be light. So then I'm like, okay, I know I need to be focusing on more of the spiritual, side, instead of just, the side of where I can make money quicker. But that's something I'm gonna kind of marinate on, and hopefully I can make a decision soon. So yeah, I know a lot of us are now unemployed with this second wave. I feel you. We're all in the same boat. Some of us much worse than others. Some of us totally okay. But wherever you fall, I do wish you the best. And it is time to just really, buckle down and figure out what we want out of life. This whole CV thing has given us, it's kind of been like even a blessing of sorts, right? The things that we used to care about and focus on so much, like that's out the window. We're having to just completely change how we live and think about what's really important. Like you want to make sure your loved ones are safe and healthy. Some people can't even go see family because travel is so strict right now. I mean, there's a lot of loneliness going on. So yeah, what is really important? This is a catalyst for me. I've realized, like with me and who I am now, and I've changed so much, and this has forced me to step it up. So maybe think about it in that terms. Like what has this forced you to face? Okay, be honest with yourself. And whatever it is, fix it. Whether it's the process of elimination, whether it's making amends, whether it's, getting off your ass and not watching Netflix all day. You're gonna have to do the work. And right now is the time. Some of us are going to just thrive, and in 5-7 years from now we're going to be like, wow, this whole CV thing is what did it for us. And I'm going to be one of those people, and I hope that you guys are too. So anyways, thank you for stopping by. Share your thoughts, comments, anything, and I wish you guys all well. And until next time, take care. Bye.